There comes a moment when a man looks into the mirror and sees not his face, but his history. Every choice, every failure, every compromise etched into his reflection like scars upon stone. And in that moment, he understands the man he is cannot carry him to the place he must go. The old self clings like a shadow at dusk, silent, unyielding, patient. It whispers with the voice of memory, "You cannot change. You will fail again. This is all you are." It is a lie, but a comfortable one. For the old self knows the safety of chains. It knows the softness of surrender. It will keep you in the warmth of mediocrity until you rot. And so I tell you, if you do not destroy the old you, it will destroy you. It will not strike with fury. It will erode you quietly, year by year, choice by choice, until you are little more than a shadow of what you might have been. You must take up the blade of resolve and cut it down. Sever the ties to your weaker self. Burn the bridges that lead back to the life you once endured. This is not cruelty, this is justice, a reckoning long overdue. Do not mourn what must be buried. That man, that lesser self, served his purpose. He endured storms so that you might see this day, but he is unfit for the battles ahead. The fearful self will not step into the unknown. The idle self will never ascend the mountain. The timid self will break at the first cry of war. Let them fall, let them be forgotten. Yes, there will be pain. Transformation is a fire that burns without mercy, but better to burn in the forging than decay in the waiting. And when the old you is ash, stand upon it with pride. For from those ashes you will rise. Cold, unbending, worn by trial, yet unbroken, you will rise as one who bows to no man's will but his own, as one who carries scars not as shame but as proof, as one who walks into the storm without lowering his head. Destroy the old you before it destroys you. Let the remnants of your past be the soil in which the new you takes root. This is your hour, your rebirth. The man you were is gone, and in his place stands one forged of iron and silence. Now walk forward and do not look back. The last words of a dead king, hear me, for these are the words of a man who has ruled and has fallen. They are spoken not to be softened, but to be carried like a sword. Once I was as you are now, strong in body, yet bound by the weight of my own making. I wore the crown of a habit, sat upon the throne of comfort, and called it peace. But comfort is a slow poison. It dulls the edge of a warrior's heart, until the enemy does not need to strike, for you are already defeated. And the enemy, my heir, is not the world. It is not the foe beyond the gates. It is the self within the walls. The old self, patient and treacherous, waiting to claim your throne from the inside. It will speak to you with the voice of tradition. It will bind you with the chains of what has always been. It will whisper that the man you are today is the man you must always be. Do not believe it, for that voice is death in disguise. If you do not destroy the old you, it will destroy you, not with one swift blow, but with 1,000 small surrenders. It will make you kneel willingly and call it mercy. You must rise against it as you would rise against a usurper. Burn its banners, cast down its fortress, banish it from your heart as you would banish a traitor from your court. Do not weep for its passing. The old self fought its battles and served its time. It brought you to this hour, but it cannot march with you into the wars to come. The timid self will not walk through fire. The idle self will never take the high ground. The fearful self will flee at the first sound of the drums. Let them perish, and from their ashes let the new self rise, harder than stone, colder than winter, and prouder than the banners of your house. Yet there will be pain. You will feel the burning as the old crown is torn from your head. But better to bleed in transformation than to wither in stillness. When the fire has passed and the smoke has cleared, Stand tall upon the ruins, bear your scars as your new crown, and let the world know the king has returned, not as he was, but as he must be. Destroy the old you before it destroys you, and rule as one reborn.